Coffee time with Laura J. Hey, I want to say that I am sitting here as a woman in my private capacity, all rights reserved, encouraging you to understand what that means and why that is significant at this point in our shared history. His story, the patriarchal rule, has been traditionally the way it has been, and now we have a chance together to say, okay, his story becomes our story. Let's take personal responsibility for our participation in the overall experience of the tribe, the greater collective. It is time for us to understand that we vibe with our tribe. And so we need to find a tribe we can vibe with. We want to make sure that we are not having to play small in order to belong. Because respect comes after belonging in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And self-actualization comes after respect. And what we must understand about respect, it is not about who thinks what of us. It is about what we think of ourselves and our own respectability, the ability to be respected, to be respectful, full of respect. These are things that we must consider as we sit where we are, where we live, where the traffic goes by, however fast that is, and we say, I know who I am, and I know whose I am, and I know I have come here for a reason. And it is not just for myself that I have come. I have come because one represents all. If one is willing to be empowered, to stand fully, to be a lighthouse, even when the boats are moving out of the way because of the storms that are pushing and forcing, trying on that lighthouse. The boats are wary, but the lighthouse stands strong because it knows who it is, and that is what I believe it means to be a warrior. Warrior cannot be bought for the prostitute within. The archetype of the prostitute, no offense intended or required, and if you choose, then so be it. That is for you to then lose out on the experience of being open to receive the information that I'm about to share with you. Because the thing about the prostitute archetype is that it is one of the 4 survival archetypes. Survival is actually the foundation of Maslow's hierarchy that I referenced earlier. Safety is after that, belonging, respect, self-actualization. Those are the 5 steps within the hierarchy of creation. That is not the hierarchy of creation. That is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The hierarchy of creation is different because it puts God on top, which would make sense for self-actualization. You then have human, or man or woman, at the place where respect would be, which means that if we are to receive respect, it is because we are standing as who we are. And we know who we are, and we are able to advocate for ourselves to be said to be such. There is a large factor. Super tilt. Super tilt. Super tilt. Make it easier to be doing what you're doing when you're doing it. It is true. They are going off somewhere. I live nearby family, and I am grateful to my Pop for letting me be here. It's true, I wouldn't be able to stand as I am without him, so I command. I say that my computer is acting strange, and I would say it's time for me to wrap this up and simply say where the archetype's concerned. The prostitute is one of 4 survival archetypes: victim, saboteur, prostitute, and child too. We got to understand that they can either be scared or sacred, and it matters to how we'll experience all of it. It is true that you must know who and whose you are. Yes, you are that significant. I'll drink to you. Cheers. And then I say to you, it is time for us to unite in the name of what is right. And sometimes that requires us to take a step back before we launch forward, fast or never, but not alone. It's like we took a few steps back to join the crowd so we could be part of the marathon together, thinking we were just starting when actually we already were in the race. Just thinking it's a new milestone. You can say it's a whole new race, but everything that we've been through so far has led us to this point now. So I say to you, it's time for us to stand as a man or woman, so we can have the right to choose who we choose to be. I know gender and sex are so significant in this transhumanism agenda, and if you haven't heard of that, well then, my friend, you are just not in the know of what a predictive programming is. It's true that you are being deceived for a greater agenda. Your soul is what is on the line, and your vessel is the way they'll capture that light. If you let them, I say no way. Let us fight together, we're stronger. Yes, we are. It's true that you are the one you've been waiting for. I say to you, I said I would go a while ago, but I cheers to you, and that took me down another rabbit hole. So I say to you, the world is a book, and those who do not travel read only but one page on this world stage. Please understand the world is your playground, and you've got to choose, you've got to be willing to say yes, I want that, please, not to plead, because you then say thank you, because that means you see it and appreciate the ease of creation. It's like going to the Universal Kitchen and putting your order in, and then saying to the waitress as she walks away, come back and let me place again. So she does, and then goes off, and you say, oh my friend, come back and let me do it again. Because we doubt ourselves, believe me, I'm an expert at self-doubt. I finished the book 3 times before this version of me wrote the one you'll see. So now at 10:10 I say, till then, have a great day, my friend Laura J. Namaste.